What would it take to make a phone like this with, I'd say, about the same size screen, maybe a smaller one like a 6.1, a wide angle camera, a time of flight sensor in the front for advanced face unlock, better than just the RGB face unlock, an actual fingerprint scanner, a headphone jack, unlike this one, that actually has a QUAD Dac in it, hand gesture motions, which is a new feature, but you know, something I would want to have in the phone if I could have it, because it would be kind of cool to experiment with. And I'm gonna say a really nice screen with some really good battery life. I wonder, what would it take to turn this into that? Lucky for you guys, I have just the thing. All right, so what's going on, everybody? It's your man Mike, Tech King on the budget, back again with another video. Thank you for stopping by. So let's talk about this bad boy right here, because I've had this phone for about a month now, maybe a little less than that, but I've had this phone for a while, and I'm gonna go on the record and say this is my new daily driver. I've used the iPhone XS Max, tweet from that phone, do a lot of things from that phone because I carry that phone for work. I've had an S10 Plus, OnePlus 16 McLaren, and Huawei Mate 20 Pro. Of all those phones that I've had, I have yet to actually get the satisfaction that I get with this phone, with those other ones. And I'm gonna tell you why. So just like any follow-up video that I do, I know this isn't a follow-up Friday, but for those of you that don't know, me and my wife recently celebrated our first year anniversary on the 5th of May. So, you know, congratulations to us, you know, yay. And the weekend after that was my birthday weekend. Yes, I'm smart. Have them both back to back. I know. Some of you are out there thinking to yourself, what? But yeah, I'm smart. So we had a couple of busy weekends in a row, and I know I said I'd get that video to you guys this past Friday, but better late than never. So I want to tell you guys 5 things about the G8 that I love. I'm gonna tell you 5 things about it that I wish were a little bit different. And at the end, I'm gonna give you guys my final result as to whether I think you should pick this device up. Spoiler alert, you should. So, number 5 of the things that I love with the G8, the cameras. Now, I'm gonna throw up a couple camera videos. Now, sidebar, guys, bear with me. I'm still finding my footing on this a little bit, but I'm gonna give you guys a camera video on the G8 so you guys can see why I love the camera so much. But I'm gonna say that the G8 cameras are amazing. The wide angle lens, there's almost no distortion. There's almost no, started playing music in my lap while I was talking. So T.I. decided he wanted to play. But anyway, like I said, the cameras are amazing. The wide angle lens has almost no distortion compared to the S10 Plus lens in my opinion. The clarity of the image looks a whole lot better, and the selfie camera is almost second to none in my opinion. Beats the iPhone XS Max by a long shot. For me, that's just me personally, that's my opinion. So first thing I'm gonna say is I love the cameras. Number 4 on the list of things that I love when it comes to the G8 is I'm gonna say the screen. Now, you have a OLED screen in a 6.1 inch form factor, but I'm gonna show you guys why I like this screen so much. Now, when you cut it on, the notch is not that big, okay? You can see that the notch is not that big as opposed to a XS Max or even a Mate 20 Pro. But the thing I like about it is there's a subtle curve. There's just enough of a subtle curve, but the screen is still flat, which means that screen protectors are gonna go on there perfectly. Now listen, I like curved screens, I really do. I think they're dope, I think they're you know, very, very different. But I don't like a curved screen for everyday usage because I personally just don't. I like a screen protector. I like a case with a screen protector. That's just my nature. So having a flat screen like I do on my OnePlus 16 McLaren, that's something that I've gotten used to. Now, OnePlus just released the new 7 Pro, has a curved screen. See how it goes. But for now, I'm gonna say that as long as the phone has a flat screen, I'm all in. So that's gonna be the 4th thing that I like about this phone. 3rd thing that I like about this phone is this bad boy back here. Now, an in-display fingerprint scanner is nice. Looks like the one on the new OnePlus, pretty fast. Samsung has the ultrasonic, and it's hit or miss. I'm not gonna say what I actually feel about it because I'm not monetized yet, and I have children that watch my show, so I'll leave that alone. But I'll say that to have an actual fingerprint scanner on the back of the device is really amazing. One thing about it, I will say though, it is a tad bit slow compared to some I've used in the past, but it's not slow enough that it's an issue for me. So I will say fingerprint scanner is a go. Second thing that I like the most about this phone is the headphone jack. Now, when I tell you I've never used a phone before with the QUAD Dac, never had one before. Now, the S10 Plus has the DCS Dolby Surround, you know, but listen people, if you have headphones at home and you use headphones and a headphone jack, if you have a car right now with an auxiliary cord and you plug up your phone to your car, you need an LG G8. Or you need an LG phone, period, because this QUAD Dac and these phones, now for a long time, I'm not an audiophile by any means. You want to know about audio and you want to know about headphones, go check out El Jefe Reviews. That's who you need to go look at for that. Or Flossie Carter, he's got good headphone videos as well. But me personally, I'm not an audiophile. I don't claim to be. But what I do is I drive down the road every day with my phone plugged up to my auxiliary cord in my truck. And I'm gonna tell you, if you follow me on Twitter, you saw the video where I was going through the different settings that you have with this phone, with the DTS 3D surround sound and also with the QUAD Dac. It's addicting, man. I can't go back. I cannot go back to just Bluetooth in the car or in the truck. I cannot go back to a USB-C or a lightning to headphone jack adapter. I can't. This is probably should have been number one, but this is probably one of the bigger reasons why this phone is gonna stay in my pocket. And the last thing that I'll say and why this phone is gonna stay in my pocket is the battery life. Now, I've taken this phone to and from work, and mind you, I've told you guys before what I do, just said it a few seconds ago, but this is the only phone that I can honestly say I can take this phone off the charger in the morning at 5 a.m. and without plugging it up in the truck, can get off work at 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon and still have about 40 to 50% left. And that's amazing for me. I mean, I watch videos, I do a lot with my phone, but I still have at least 40 to 50% left on the battery of this device when I get off work for the day. So G8 is winning in those areas. Now, those are just my personal top 5 favorites. Now, I'm gonna tell you guys, I'm gonna leave links to their channels below in the description. Same with El Jefe Reviews. If you really want to dive deep into the G8, now I'm gonna do more videos on it, but if you want to, dive deep. I'm new to the LG family, but I'm gonna tell you who's not. My man Eric over at Easy Computer Solutions and the big homie Jay Will over at Jay Williams. You need to check their channels out. If you're not subscribed to them, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but you need to check those guys out because they will have any and everything you need when it comes to the LG phones, from the V40 to the G7 to the G8. Those guys are like the LG kings. So you need to check those guys out. But I digress. Let's talk about the 5 things about the phone that I dislike. All right, so we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna talk about the 5 things about the phone that I dislike. There aren't any. This is the first phone I've had in a long time that I can honestly say there's not a lot of things that I dislike about it. Now, if I had to point something out that I disliked about it, I will say I wish it had 256 gigs of storage off top, but hey, it's got expandable memory, so up to 2 terabytes. Not gonna complain about it. Another thing I can think about is I wish it had a bigger battery, but battery life is already good, so not gonna complain about it. So anyway, G8, LG G8 THINQ, $620 at T-Mobile. We can go down the list of all the places that this phone is available. I'll leave links in the description below. This is the best place to get it right now, and T-Mobile is actually currently running a deal right now where you can get this device for half off when you add a new line to your account. So basically, you can get this phone for $300. No brainer, folks. No freaking brainer. But anyway, so with that said, this is the LG G8 THINQ. Now, like I said, I know I'm a little late to the party, but gonna have some camera videos coming up, some comparison videos. I want to see how it tests against the Samsung wide angle. I can go ahead and tell you right now, it's better in my opinion. I'm not bashing Samsung. I might offend the Samsung Knights, but hey, it is what it is. Just drop the phone. But drop test. But anyway, so that's pretty much it. I don't really have anything else to say. This is a banger. This is a winner. Like I said in my intro video about it, it says the sleeper, and this is probably the most underrated phone of this year so far. For $620, can't beat it, man. So anyway, it's your man Mike. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Make sure you stay tuned for more content on the G8. Peace.